Hey guys, welcome to our 10th episode of Think Thursdays. Today I want to talk to you guys about unethical business practices inside a barbershop or salon. Me, with my experience in the barbershop, the top three I'm just really going to give you guys is really based off of my own personal opinion. First, for number one, talking about the barbers to your customers while the other barber is not inside a shop or salon, or cosmetologists, whether or not they're inside a barbershop or in a salon, or even at other shops or businesses. It's I feel that it's really unethical in doing that because it's really unprofessional. That's not a way that you want to build your clientele, is by bashing someone else's skill set, someone else's previous work that was done on that customer, prejudging or assuming based off of whether or not that customer actually asked for whatever service that they gained before they even sit inside your chair is really, really unprofessional. You were not in that person's chair. You was not in that person's shop or salon to even hear the consultation that happened at that point in time. You don't know whether or not there was a miscommunication error. So talking about another barber's work or skill set on someone else's client and then trying to gain clientele based off of that, that's really unethical to me because that's not a professional way to gain clientele. I have my own way of gaining clientele in the sense of providing good information for them. Number two, talking about customers to other customers, or talking about other customers to your co-workers out loud in the room while there's other customers that's probably waiting to be seated in your chair or in a fellow co-worker's chair right in front of you. I feel that's really unethical, especially for the tipping situation. You never want to talk about whether or not you're getting tipped or not out loud. It's like a comparison of stating how much money you make when you really don't want to talk about your own personal wages with customers. I've seen it many, many times where sometimes, some people feel like they were gypped or stiffed or whatever slogan they want to use based off of not getting tipped appropriately. I always stated to my students for many, many years is that a tip's a privilege. You're more than welcome to put that to your ticket price. But if you're unsatisfied based off of how your customer might have been unsatisfied, or your customer might not even be able to afford it at that given time based off of their situation, their personal life that they're living. I always say it's a privilege. Just talking about other customers to customers as well kind of gets them in that mindset of, is that person going to talk about me when I leave? Now, my third point I want to talk to you guys about is don't give false information to your clientele. That's definitely not a way to build your clients. And I could give you many different examples, but I'm going to give you one right now. One could be pretty much you giving the customer 3 on top, 2 on the sides, and ball tapers. And then that customer asks what did they get done, and then you give them information such as a 2 and a 1. You switch up the information based off of how you gave them the cut so that when they go get done by someone else, they end up getting a terrible haircut and all of a sudden feel like they need to get done by you. Giving them false information is just misleading. You don't want to mislead your customer to making them feel like they don't even know what they're getting done half the time by asking another person to service them, and then they still don't get the same cut that they got previously before because you've misinformed them. All right, guys, so that's it for today. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to DM us. Also, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. See you guys next week.